Hey there everyone, this is Jessica from DomesticatedMe.com, and today I'm so excited to share the entire ColourPop Haunted Mansion collection. If you're new here, the way that I do my reviews is that I first discuss the collection, what drew me to it, why I purchased it, anything noteworthy about the buying process, and then I show you swatches. I do a makeup look, which you can see right here, and then I come back with my final thoughts. And if you are new here, welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Jessica Flores and I am a lifestyle creator. I create content on beauty, fashion, DIY content, family, luxury, travel, you name it, I cover it all. So if any of those topics interest you, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the little bell icon next to the subscribe button so you can set your notifications on for all. I make new videos every week, but I don't have a set schedule, so if you have your notifications on, you won't miss a thing. I've really become a big fan of ColourPop's Disney collaborations, especially the Halloween ones. I love Halloween. I know many. If you're watching this video, you might too, I have a feeling. I've purchased a few of their Halloween collections. I've purchased both Hocus Pocus collections. I purchased the Nightmare Before Christmas collections. I don't think I ever did a review for that one. That was my bad, yeah. But I'm a big fan of these. So when I saw that they came out with a Haunted Mansion collection, which just happens to be one of my favorite Disney rides, I knew there was no way I could pass this up. So I was ready, had my alarm on, and purchased that $99 package, which included everything in the collection. The collection includes an eyeshadow palette. It includes 3 liquid lipsticks and 1 gloss. It includes 4 individual Super Shock shadows and this glow-in-the-dark Glitterly Obsessed Glitter Body Gel. The process was super easy for me. The day of the launch, as I mentioned, I had my alarm set, so I just kind of kept refreshing until the page was up, and then the first thing I saw was the entire set, and I knew that I wanted it all, so I went ahead and clicked, added it to my cart, put in my information, and checked out, and that was it. And from the moment that I'm filming this, there are still a few products left of this collection. Not everything, some things did sell out, but I will link to everything down in the description box below anyway, and hopefully by the time you see this, and if you do decide that anything I'm showing you want to add to your collection, it'll still be available, fingers crossed. So let's go ahead and move on to swatches. All right, now let's move on to the makeup look. But before I get started, let me just mention that, of course, I wanted to dig into everything. Apart from just swatching, I want to actually play around with these products. But I decided after some thought that what I would do is I would first create a makeup look using just the eyeshadow palette for those of you out there who just want the eyeshadow palette and aren't interested in the individual Super Shock shadows. However, I do believe that the eyeshadow palette has sold out, or there are very few left. So just in case you are only interested in the Super Shock shadows, or that's the only thing that is available at this point, I want to do a separate video for these. I am a bilingual creator, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do obviously this video in English, but that video I will do in Spanish. I will try to do an English dub. YouTube has a new feature where you can dub your videos in different languages, but regardless whether you want to hear this all over again but in Spanish, try, why not? I think it's a good way to pick up a language. But if you're not, then at least you can just, I always timestamp my videos, so you can just skip to the makeup tutorial so that you can see how I create a look using these individual Super Shock shadows. All right, now let's move on to the makeup look. And there you go. That is how I created this makeup look. I really, really love it. The inspiration for this specific makeup look was because of the wallpaper on the palette itself. As you can see, we have that beautiful tealish blue, we have the purples, and we have the black in that wallpaper pattern. So that is what inspired this. But before we talk about the products, the shadows themselves, I do want to talk about the packaging. I love the packaging. This to me screams Haunted Mansion. If you go on the ride, these are the colors that you see. The ghosts are this blue, glowy blue, which I think was beautifully translated into this shadow, Hitchhikers. You see deep purples. I love eggplant purple, and I happen to love this shade of teal blue, so I was drawn to it no matter what. And then again, this just gives me like ghostly, corpsey, Halloween vibes, statues. So you get those like muted, cool toned shades, those grays. So I think that the color scheme, the color story here was perfect. I'm a big fan of packaging that pays really close attention to detail, and I think they did not disappoint, certainly not for me. Again, you see those ghosts, the wallpapers. I loved this, that when you slide this palette out of the packaging here, that you see the wallpaper from the room that stretches in the beginning of the ride. Love that, love that. And there are different colors in this wallpaper, so it's ColourPop. They've partnered with Disney multiple times. Maybe there's gonna be a part 2 where we'll see some more of these different shades. Who knows? I know that I would be super excited for that. I love the holographic effect of the products, the packaging. Again, I think the colors were on point because it's totally giving me the vibes from the ride. And of course, I have to note, another thing that I really love is that even though I've actually never been to Disneyland in California, I've only gone to Disney World, this is designed after the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland, California, because this is that house. They're very different mansions, very different mansion styles, and I'm just a big fan of this one. Even though I've never been, I love this because it has that New Orleans backstory to it. This is a beautiful old a house that you would find on St. Charles. My family, my husband's from New Orleans. It's my second home, so I just love those New Orleanian touches. So again, I think the shadows were really on point with the colors that you would see on the ride, but the pigmentation is really good. The colors are beautiful. I love that they're cool toned. If you are darker complexion, you should be a little bit careful with these shadows because they can look a little ashy on deeper skin tones, but again, because that's kind of the vibe of the palette, I don't mind it, and you can blend it out and deepen it out and put more color. You can also use these colors as toppers, so really love that. You can create lots of looks. Obviously, I had to dig into these two. That's what drew me. These are the pops of color of the palette, so I had to dig into those two. And I really love, these are beautiful shadows, really beautiful, pigmented, good quality shadows. Here are the 4 Super Shock shadows. These feature the singing statue busts that you see on the ride. Love that. I really love the packaging. Even the inside, I love that they put so much attention that you see even prints on the inside, because even the interior gets a touch of that Disney Haunted Mansion magic. So I love that ColourPop does that. And again, these shadows, as you can see, are pigmented, beautiful colors. I cannot wait to play with these. And just a reminder, make sure that you're subscribed so that when I do post that video of me using these shadows, you won't miss it. Let's talk about the lip products. So we have 3 liquid lipsticks. These are all matte. So the first one I showed you is a nude. Then there is this deep blood red. Then there is this purple berry color, which is also quite deep. Using this one, I can tell you it is, when they say ultra matte, ultra matte. And I actually found it a little drying. I don't know if it's because I'm just not used to using matte liquid lipsticks anymore. I've been using more creamy lipsticks since then, for the last several years at least. So I don't know if it's just that I'm not used to it. Maybe I should have moisturized a little bit before putting on this. I would definitely recommend that you moisturize your lips before putting on any of these ultra matte liquid lipsticks, because they might feel a little drying to you. They might look a little bit dry on your lips. So if you are doing a whole makeup look, I would recommend you put on some balm and then do the rest of your makeup so that it like moisturizes your lips, really seeps in there, and then when you apply this, it won't feel or look so drying. And then the Ultra Glossy Lip. This one is also a little neat product because it looks purpley in the container, but when you apply it to your lips, apparently it changes into a unique color that it changes based on your pH balance, so it gives you a unique pinky shade. Interesting, why not? So when I created my lip look, I used that purple and then I added a little bit of this nude right to the center just to give it a little more dimension. And then I felt like it was still a little too drying for me, so then I topped it with the gloss, and I'm really happy with the results. I think this looks really, really pretty. I don't know, what do you guys think? And then last, but certainly not least, the Glitterly Obsessed Glitter Gel. This one's called Madame Leota, obviously from that iconic seance part of the Haunted Mansion ride. Glow in the dark, super cool. Now remember, this is a body glitter. You should not apply this to your eyelids. It's very coarse, very chunky. I don't know if I needed to like charge the glitter, like get it under the light before swatching it, but it definitely did not glow in the dark as intensely as it does straight from the jar. I do want to play around with this as well. So make sure that you're following me, not only subscribed here, but I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. I will use this at some point and I'll show you there, because I don't think I can do a dedicated video just on this one glitter, but I will use it because I think it's fun. I think also it's just cool to have in your collection. If you go to a concert, a festival, for Halloween, I think it's really cool to have something that just glows in the dark. I just think it's a very cool concept. Obviously not for daily use, but it's cool to have. Like I said, if you go to a concert, a fireworks show, a festival, a movie theater, hey, why not? You know, this is just kind of a really neat, cool little thing that I'm really happy to have in my collection. So there you go. That is my review of the entire Haunted Mansion collection from ColourPop. As you can see, I'm super thrilled with it. I'm really happy. I loved all of the products. I don't really have anything negative to say other than remember to moisturize before you use these ultra matte liquid lipsticks. Ultra matte, by the name itself, it implies it's going to be matte. It might be a little too drying for you or a little too matte for you, so use those tips that I shared. Put some balm on while you're doing your makeup so that your lips are nice and moisturized. And if you've applied the liquid lipstick and find it a little too drying, then you can use the gloss or any gloss that you have as a topper to add some more moisture and gloss back into the look. Please let me know what you think of this collection. What products did you like the best, the least? Did you purchase anything? Are you thinking about purchasing? If you have any questions, comments, requests, please use that comment section below or just say hi. You guys know that I love to hear from you. Click or tap right here to watch my last video, or click down below to watch another video that you might enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.